Okay, John Odessa.
Talk about how I'd used between parent and child.
Yes, tell everybody
Kind
what
of, just
happened.
kind of.
Listen, guys, this guy actually bought the book, or he went to the library and got the hardcover. He read the book, and he's changed his whole pattern of communicating. Tell him what happened.
Well, I mean, like you said, I went to the library. I got the book because I had the Kindle version, and I have a hard time understanding the Kindle version. But so I got the book at the library, started reading it, and it started making a lot more sense to me. And basically, I've been Ubering while I'm looking for a job, and I'm having conversations with these people that are getting in my car, and I've noticed that while I'm having these conversations, instead of reverting back to my old ways when someone complains about something or says something, I tended to start giving advice. And yeah, like I'm the guy that should be giving advice, right?
No, that's
so anyways,
okay. That's normal male behavior. We want to fix problems. We don't want to listen to them. Go ahead.
Absolutely. So instead, I basically just started mirroring their feelings. And when somebody would say something, and I could kind of tell by their body language if they were upset, if they're happy. And basically, I just asked them, "Hey, how's your day going?" I start talking to them, and then I just kind of elaborate. Like if somebody looks sad, I'm like, "Well, you look like you're having a sad day," and they just open up. And then I'm like, "Oh, and that makes you feel angry," and then they just continue, and I just basically make little statements here and there that basically is reflecting what they're telling me. And these people they're telling me their lives. They're telling me very intimate details, and I'm not even really saying much.
That's right.
And then exactly. And then by the time they get out of my car, they're like, "God, it was great talking with you." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, it was great talking to you, even though I didn't say much. I mean, you did most of the talking, but."
No, don't say that.
No, I did. I don't. I just, okay. I'm saying that in my head. I don't actually say that out loud.
Okay.
That would spoil the magic, wouldn't it?
Yeah, don't interrupt, Mason. Let him continue.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But basically, I think people just want to be understood. They want their feelings to be understood. And the fact that I'm willing to listen to somebody on the way to their destination, and I'm letting them vent, and I'm letting them pour themselves out to me. I think at the end of the day, that's all anybody really wants, for the most part, from what I'm seeing.
That's all I want. And that's all you want. And that's all we all want. We want to be seen and understood.
I'll just kind of add on to that. So my grandmother, I was talking to my grandmother the other day, and I've had a relationship with her forever. And so in the past, whenever she bitches about my granddad or something that's happening in her life, I would offer her more advice, like, "Hey, do this or do that." So instead, the other day, I just shut up, and I basically reflected on her feelings and mirrored her feelings. And she basically cussed and cried for 30 minutes. And at the end of the conversation, she said, "Thank you so much for listening to me." She was like, "I think that was the best conversation me and you have ever had." And I didn't hardly say shit. So less is more when it comes to talking to people. And I'm figuring that out. Like, hey, dumb shit, keep your mouth shut. Don't give people advice. Just let them talk and let them pour themselves out to you. And then say these things like it says in between parent and child. If you'll just make small comments in between, it's amazing how well it works. I mean, I'm shocked how well it works.
I'm glad. I'm so happy. You started out with finding out assertiveness training works. Now you're finding out communication skills work. You're going to be
definitely.
You're going to love this when you get to work and you deal with coworkers like this. Mike already knows that. Mike from Hamilton already knows that.
Okay, so my daughter was in town for summer vacation 2 weeks ago, and I really haven't. I've used bits and pieces of that book up until this last long-term visit that she came in town for. And the whole time she was here for 2 weeks, I used between parent and child every day. And I can honestly say from the bottom of my heart, it was the best 2 weeks of my life with my daughter because of the communication that we had. And I noticed we were having deeper conversations. She was talking to me more. It was weird to notice how before she would say just a couple of things to me and then she would shut up. But this time, I mean, it was like she was telling me what was really going on. And I found out so much just from using that mode of communication. It really helped. It really helped me with my daughter.
Oh, that just brings tears to my eyes. That's so great, John. God bless you and your kid. God, that's wonderful.
Yes.
I hope it continues for the rest of your life, that you two end up being like my daughter and I. We can sit down and talk for 4 hours about anything. Anything. We're just on the same wavelength almost. But the DNA helps, of course. And she's a Raider fan, so that also helps.